81% of people are not moving their body regularly. Can you talk to me about the impact of a lack of movement on your energy?
Oh my goodness. 81%, is that what you said in this
81%.
study?
Yeah.
That's really shocking, and a big part of why I set out to create like a 15-minute a day free challenge that over 3 million people have now taken around the world is because of these kind of things that I hear about. I haven't heard this particular statistic, but I was like, if we can just get people to take that first step to create a health habit, to do something, because we know that exercise and movement in general has such a big impact on our energy levels. It improves our focus and clarity and how we're thinking. It makes our heart beat more, so we pump more blood and oxygen through our entire body, which gives us more energy, physical energy and mental energy and clarity. And I have been really thinking a lot about this culture of sitting all day to work a lot. Because one of the things that we do in a lot of my programs, not only are we working on fitness and strength and all of that, we're also working on posture and alignment, because these chronic habitual body positions that we get into, sitting at a computer or sitting at a desk where we have our legs bent and our core is not engaged and our shoulders are rounded and maybe our neck is tilted down, and then we're also looking down at our phone all the time. These kind of chronic postures really lead to a lack of energy. They change the way that we are able to functionally move. And there was this interesting study that I saw a speaker talk about at Mindshare. Actually, they were talking about how as you're in holding body postures where you are slumped forward and in that sort of more depressive looking state, it makes you more depressed. It brings your energy down. Just like if your energy is down, you actually get into that sort of posture. You know, when you're not feeling good, you sort of like protect your chest,
Yes.
round forward. Well, psychologically, we can create that mental energetic state in ourselves by holding these not good body postures. So there was a discussion amongst some cardiologists at Stanford, and I heard about this through my friend Dr. Huberman. You may listen to his podcast as well. He's a neuroscientist and he works at Stanford, and he was discussing on his feed how these cardiologists were saying that, you know, people who do like their workouts, like they get their heart rate up a few times a week, they're following their exercise plan. Well, then they're sitting more than 5 hours a day. This basically negates the exercise that they're doing. So what do you do about that? So it turns out that what you can do about that is have a 1-to-1 ratio of sitting to standing in your work throughout the day. So if you're someone who works at a desk, you can simply add more energy to your body by standing for part of your workday. And that if that's not easily accessible right away, think of some different ways, some creative ways maybe that you could set up a standing station. I got one of those little risers for my laptop that goes on my desk, and I just stand up at my desk and, you know, I can rise it and lower it, and I can sit back in my chair if I need to do a different type of work. But I find that really energizes me, just standing up. And also the other thing was go for a 10-minute walk 3 to 4 times a day. Now this is great if you have a dog. If you have a dog, you've already got half of that covered. You're going to walk your dog first thing in the morning. You're going to walk your dog in the afternoon after work. These are like nice transition times for you. It's a nice time for your dog to go outside, and hopefully it's more than 10 minutes, but 10 minutes at minimum. The other 10 minutes you can get by getting up after lunch, after you eat your lunch. Just go for a 10-minute walk after lunch. This is very good for your digestion. It helps your system integrate the fuel that you've given it. It gives you a transition back between the energy flow of focusing on nourishment and then back into work, where you're giving your time and energy to other people. So we have this sort of energetic balance between nourishing and focusing on ourselves with these self-care activities, and then the actual work we do of focusing and giving to other people. I like that sort of back and forth exchange of self-energy. And I find that that's personally what's helped me a lot. And that's some of the data that I personally have learned about things that we can do to help ourselves.
Keep reaching to feel better, because the world needs you to feel good so you can share that very special gift that only you have. And if you want more, check out my next video here.